hello everybody. It's Henry Tenby. This is the Airliners Live Vancouver show. We're at Vancouver International Airport. We're just starting a little bit early, getting things checked up here. It's a nice sunny day here in Vancouver. Just had this 787 arrive. Rolling out right now. It's the Air Canada 105 from Toronto. And yeah, we'll be officially launching our show here in about 10 minutes, but we are early, so figured why not start the show and just make sure everything's working okay. So good to see a lot of the regulars in the house. Ronnie Middlehurst, Sue Major, hi Sue, Sahan, and yeah, Loopy, hi Loopy, Becky Davies, and as I say, it's a nice morning here in Vancouver. Actually, it's just me and the frogs out here. You might hear them croaking away. There you go. You can hear that. Some nice frog action. Harbor Tea Rooms, welcome to the show. Glad it's going to be your background today as you're working away in your studio. Hope you have a productive day. And I hope you enjoy some of the scenery that we've got here in Vancouver for you today as well. So we've got a Q400 on approach. It's I'm just going to move the camera around right now. It's coming in from Cassidy Airport, Nanaimo. I'll slowly move the camera around here for you guys. Yeah, there it is. As I say, this is a pre-show, if you will. We'll officially start our show in about 10 minutes. Tighten my tripod a bit. The head needs tightening. It's just too loose, too loosey-goosey. So I'll just get that tightened up a bit. Let's do that right now, actually. There we go. It should be a bit better for me. And here comes our Toronto flight. Taxiing to the gate. Nice. As you can see, it's a gorgeous morning here in Vancouver. When I woke up this morning, it was actually quite cool, but on the drive in, the car was reading at 9 degrees. So it's very pleasant out here, actually. There's a gentle breeze, and I think we're calling for a high of 11 today here in Vancouver. Dreamliner just arrived from Toronto. I hear they've had a lot of bad snow in Toronto over the last few days, so I guess the passengers on this aircraft are probably pretty happy to be back arriving in Vancouver. That's my guess. After all, it's a sunny day. It's well above zero, so yeah, it's looking good, looking good. So yeah, it's 10:54 a.m. here in Vancouver, local time. So, hello Yorkshire Rose. We've got another lander here. I'll very quickly bring it around. There it is. Continental colors. Yeah, United Airlines. Says you've got snow in the UK. I wasn't aware of that. So hello Ronnie Middlehurst, Sue Major, and Matt Smith. Good to see you guys here with us today, as per standard operating procedure. Many of you. Let's just have a look at the flight radar here. See what? Yeah, we've got a. We've got a heavy number 2 in from Toronto, not a Dreamliner. We got a 777 as our number 2 arrival. It's the Air Canada 103. But before that, we've actually got a Yellowknife arrival. It's the Air Canada Jazz 477. It's a CRJ. So, yeah, we'll have some nice arrivals here to kick the show off. And they're just disconnecting this A320. So, thank you very much, Belgius, for your gift, your very generous gift of 5 Airliners Live memberships. Mega generous of you. Thank you so much for that. And you're a regular in the show, too, so it's always nice seeing you here watching our shows. So thank you again, Belgius. So I'll bring the camera around here for our Yellowknife arrival. Just curious where this aircraft is disconnecting to. Looks like it's headed to... he's pinging to Edmonton as the 236. But let's get our Yellowknife arrival. And 10:56 here in Vancouver. This is the pre-show. Our official launch time of the show is 11 a.m. Pacific time. Gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Look at I like the mountains in the background there on Vancouver Island. Beautiful stuff. Oh, that's a greaser shot. Beautiful, beautiful. Riding the nose there high. Inbound from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Capital city, population of about 20,000, not 200,000. What am I smoking? Yeah. So there's our... We've disconnected this guy, ready to push. Hello, Peter Piotr. Yeah, Peter Piotr is joining us from Warrington, UK. Hi, Peter. Thank you for the show. We've got Tim 2000 here. Stephen Billings. There was snow here in Wellingborough, the Midlands. Raining and melting. Good stuff. Okay, let's move the camera around for our 777 arriving from Toronto. Should be a good one. Actually, I'm going to record this guy, so I'll keep my mouth shut. Grab. That was a nice grab. Yeah, I was just filmed that landing. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. And a great way to start the show. It's now 10:59. One more minute. One more minute until we officially launch our show here. Yeah, but we've had a few nice movements to start the day, if I dare say so. Our next arrival is actually from Mexico City. It's the Air Canada 997. It's a MAX. This guy's looking very smart. Must be a very busy day today for Air Canada. I'm sure it is, actually. Okay, guys, we are almost at our official launch of our showtime, believe it or not. Hello, Ilgaz, joining us from world-famous Istanbul. Merhaba, Ilgaz. Hope you're doing well. Hope it's a good evening in Istanbul this evening. We have Sawmill here, Will P. There we go, guys. 11 a.m. here in Vancouver. I think we'll just film the arrival of this this Mexico City service. It's the Air Canada's 997. I'm going to bring the camera around to that. Hang on just a second. Yeah, these are Mexico City. There she is. Beautiful as she collapses down onto the oleos. Nice. Nice, nice. Very nice. So say this is a Toronto arrival. And we've got a Q400 setting up on approach as well. I'm under an umbrella today because we've got sunshine, so we're actually looking into the sun. So I am under the umbrella to try to knock back the glare here and make it easier for me to do the filming. Hello, Oscar from Frankfurt. Okay, let's get this Q400. I didn't have a chance yet to look where it's from, but I don't think it's anywhere too earth-shattering. But look at the North Shore, look at the Vancouver Island mountains in the background. It's gorgeous. Spoilers up. Reverse pitch. Nice. Yeah, spring has sprung here in Vancouver, I'd say. Where's this guy headed to? Let's have a look. This guy's heading to Santa Ana, John Wayne Airport. It's the Air Canada 598. And we've got Tom from Brampton. Tom says, "Hi Henry, good stream. Question, were you at YVR when the Concorde stopped there in '86? No, I know that it happened. But no, I wasn't actually at the airport that particular day. But a lot of my friends were here, and they shot Kodachrome slides of the Concorde on that day. I might have seen the aircraft at Abbotsford. I was at the Abbotsford Air Show that year. That was Expo '86. So yeah, it was a good year. Good year to be an aviation fan here in Vancouver. Well, everybody, hello, hello, hello. It's Vancouver International Airport. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the Airliners Live show. It's a magnificent, beautiful day today. I'm wearing my Airliners Live cap. Great swag. And I'd like to thank you for joining the show. We're going to have, I think, a very nice day. The weather's gorgeous. 9-10 degrees. We're calling for a high of 11 today here in Vancouver. So it's actually a really nice, almost spring day, I would say. Bit of high cirrus that'll be floating around. I've got my camera underneath the tripod umbrella attachment, so that'll knock back some of the glare, make it a bit easier for me to deliver the show to you guys. And look forward to your questions and comments and chat. It's always fun. If things get busy and you have a question that I miss, you can always put your question into the comment section of the video below. And when I get home this evening, I will review the comments and respond to your questions at that time. So I do apologize in advance if I miss any questions or comments. Again, this is Airliners Live Vancouver. This is runway, we're on runway 08 today, so departures on 08 right, arrivals on 08 left, which is where we're situated. And just so you guys know, this weekend we're going to do things a little bit differently on Airliners Live. We're not going to have a Super Sunday show, probably on the Saturday, but watch out for our announcements and notifications. But just this week, we're not going to be doing the Super Sunday show. Q400 has arrived. Nothing too earth-shattering. And that's about all
the news I have to open the show with, so I'll just climb back behind the camera. I'd like to welcome you all again to the show. Thank you so much, and let's have a fun time.
Okay, guys, I'm here. I'm strapped in. I'm back where I belong. As you can see, it's just a beautiful day. Super beautiful day. Let's see what's happening over at the gates. We've got ANA. Obviously, they're going to be departing probably in an hour or two. We've got Air China operating their regular service. And on approach right now, we have... What have we got? We've got something. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's not pop... Yeah, it's a heavy. It's a Westjet inbound. It looks like a Dreamliner. So let's get this. It's the Westjet 705 from Toronto, and if it is the Dreamliner, I'm going to film it, guys. So I will put a clamp on my mouthpiece, and we'll go to full filming mode. So yeah, that's a heavy. So guys, we're going to film this. We're going to film this. Oh yeah, looking good. Looking good. Yeah. Yeah. Action. Well, I can't get enough of that. That is gorgeous. I mean, the Westjet 787 is just a beautiful piece of kit. I mean, it looks so nice. The Dreamliner in the Westjet livery, and we're getting to see a bit more of these here in Vancouver. A bit more of the movements, I should say, which is nice. They were kind of a little bit elusive for a while. But so nice to see them. But a lot of passenger traffic between Vancouver and Toronto, as you guys can see. Kind of like non-stop wide-bodied aircraft, one carrier after another, one flight after another. So it's kind of nice to see. Hello, Somil. Thank you, Phil. Phil tells me we have a Korean 777 inbound from Guadalajara, which is going to be here in about 7 minutes. So thanks for that. Much appreciated. Can you guys hear the frogs? They're having a grand old time here, soaking up the action. It's good looking. Yeah, it looks good, and the Westjet looks really nice. It looks really smart on the 7.8. I think I like it nicer than the Boeings, the new colors, with the wraparound on the underside of the tail. Yeah. Oh, we've got a lander, guys. We got a lander. Two landers, two Q400s back to back. The first one's from Kelowna, second one from Kamloops. So I might just bring the camera around for that in a second. Yeah, nice day. Nice day, guys. Okay, I'll slowly bring the camera around. Okay. it is. Lock on. The runway looks nice. Well illuminated, I should say. It's a good transition. Good reason for a transition, I'll say. We've got another one inbound here in just a minute as well. Some heat flaring, light flaring, because we're looking directly into the sun. So it's just a aberration of the lens. Proudly Canadian. There's the Reggie. Yeah, good visibility. I mean, look at the Vancouver Island there. You can almost see individual trees. Okay, let's get this Q400 arrival. Where is it? There it is. Center frame. Stuff. Leave it on the Westjet there. West Creek. Used to live in downtown Vancouver on East Hastings. Sarah Jane says, good day everyone on a warm Friday morning in Brisbane. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, so we know that you guys in Australia are having roasting weather. Sydney had 40 degrees. I saw on the news just the other day. I don't think Brisbane's up there in the with the number 4 there in front of the temperature. But yeah, I know it's hot. I know Brisbane was certainly having very healthy 30s. But yeah, they were absolutely roasting hot in Sydney. So you guys are having awesome weather, and thanks for joining the show. Yeah, it's a very beautiful city, Brisbane. On my list of places I'd like to visit one day. I've been to Sydney, but never Brisbane, so I will make it there for sure. Burner is joining us from snowy Helsinki. And then Binglington says we've got a Q400 from Seattle on approach. I do see it. I'll bring the camera around in just a second here for that. Yeah, we'll bring it around now. Why not? Why the heck not? It's as good a time as any. And there it is. Beautiful. The water looks good too. Not for a swim, but as well. Just give me 1 second. Just set up my scanner here in a second. Meanwhile, we do have a heavy inbound. It's coming from Guadalajara. It's that Korean Airlines aircraft. So I think we'll just move the camera around right now for that. And then I can worry about the ATC once we've got this Guadalajara arrival. Might film it too. There it is. Why not? Let's film it. I'm not going to zoom out to get it to focus. Boy. Darn. Oh, there we go. Well, that was smooth as silk, and it's not even Singapore Airlines. Wow. You can hear the VOR beacon with radio interference. Just started up, actually, just in the last 15 seconds. That's a rotating beacon. That's the electrical interference of the navigational equipment on the airport, and it causes an electrical interference with our equipment. So that beeping noise, that chirping, that beep, beep, that's not something we can do anything about it. You just have to live with it. Yeah, you can hear it right there, especially when the camera's pointed in that direction. It's very pronounced. Yeah, kind of comes and goes. I guess it's based on atmospheric conditions. Sometimes we don't hear it. Sometimes we hear it all the time. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Another lander. Saab 340 of Pacific Coastal. Setting up for a landing right here. Korean Airlines cargo is pretty much a regular occurrence. I'm not sure if it's every day, but it's certainly pretty much it's every Thursday that we're filming here. This Korean cargo bird comes in, fuel stops here on its way between Guadalajara and Seoul. And he parks basically right there. He just does a U-turn, and you can see the equipment in the background and the LD-15 containers, whatever they are. That's just all waiting for this guy. Got a Q400 coming in as well. Right there. Another Q400 city, basically. These and Maxes. Lots of Max movements. Let's go for the Korean. Watch him park on stand. About it. That's just about it right there.
Let's go 3055.
It's pretty much his parking spot. Yeah. So how are you guys doing? Karen says, or somebody said, Binglington Gaming said the Q400 was supposed to go to Kelowna but was diverted to Vancouver. I don't know why there isn't a Sunday show. Oh, I do know. Yeah, because they're doing guys in England are doing a show on Saturday. They're doing a filming on Saturday, so instead. So the details of it have been posted or will be posted. So if you check out some of the earlier streams or the Facebook page, I'm sure you'll be able to find out what the situation is with the change in schedule this weekend. Glad you're doing well, Sue. Somebody says, yeah, Andy and Matt are in Lanzarote and they may do a show from there. Okay, fantastic. Wow. Wow, I've only been to Lanzarote once, and it was absolutely fantastic. When was it? That was December of '97, so it's been a few years since I've been to Lanzarote. It's a great place for plane spotting. I flew there out of London, Stansted, on I think it was called Classic Airways. It was an L1011. I think that was the name of the airline, Classic Airways. Yeah, I couldn't believe I was getting an L1011 ride. But that was a while. Thank you, Phil. A319 from Calgary, inbound. Oh, on the south side, okay. South side. I don't quite see it with the naked eyes at this point. But I do see inbound here, we've got a Calgary arrival on the north side, Air Canada 211. Setting up right here before our very eyes. I guess maybe that's what you were referring to. Sorry guys, my hand's knocking the tripod. Sunday's gonna be boring. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's full-on sun now, guys. Full-on sun. So, okay, I'll move the camera around for the arrival of this Calgary Air Canada flight. Battery's at 67% for those of you that are curious ducks. And here's our Calgary arrival. I'll zoom in. Let's go super tight. There's that lens flare. And we've got a Q400 on approach. I'll move the camera around for that as well. Q400 is coming from, let's figure that out. It's coming from Portland. It's the Air Canada 8653. And Portland, and behind that we've got a Air Canada 551 MAX coming in from Los Angeles. So double Air Canada arrivals for us. So let's have a look. There it is.
Canada 273, the ILS 8 left approach. And 273 Vancouver tower number 2, 737.
South, straight into the sun. So I do have my camera set up on top of my tripod with an umbrella above it. So the umbrella is to knock the glare down that's entering the front of the camera lens. So hopefully it's helping a little bit. But we're on full silhouette today, silhouette filming. And it is what it is. We don't have any control over the weather as of yet. So yeah, here comes our next arrival. This is the
The 18 heavy Vancouver tower number 3, flying a 737, 4 miles final, clear land runway 8 left.
okay, JAL. That's JAL. It's JAL confirming. He's confirming.
One tower, contact ground 121 to 717, there's 121. South gravity or 211, our clearance is Juliet Lima.
Yeah, 211, Levi Lima to Deeper.
Lima or 211.
Okay, I think that JAL is... No, we got a 37 first from Kelowna. It's the Air Canada 273. Then we've got JAL. It's busy. Nice and busy for us. Sarah Jane, thank you very much for that $10 Australian donation from the home of the infamous drop beat. And I like your icon of the koala bear. It's very cute. Thank you again. That's a very generous donation. Ooh, a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Holy moly. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Is that burnt rubber? Maybe. Guess it is. Or brakes. Maybe overheated brakes, I'm guessing. But we got a lot of smoke there on that rollout. And we've got JAL is actually right here on approach. I'm going to move the camera around. There it is, setting up. There it is, guys. Looking good. Wow. I'm going to film this, so I'll stop yattering away here in just a second. And we're going live now. I'm filming. Yeah, that was impressive, guys. I enjoyed that immensely. Wow. Harbor Tea Rooms, thank you very much for gifting one Airliners Live membership. Very much appreciate your kind support and your generosity, Harbor Tea. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was good. And we've got Beach Lad joining us from Guernsey, the Channel Islands. It's another place that I've been to. Courtesy of British Air Ferries. Summer of '86. I flew there from Southend on a Viscount 800. Southend to Guernsey to Jersey. I spent a couple days spotting in Jersey. It was fabulous. As was the Viscount flight. So we've got another approach. We've got from San Francisco, it's Flair Airlines, 8227. Yeah, great memories. Yeah, the spotting locations at Jersey on the old observation deck were really good, and there was a service road just, I don't know, a few hundred meters from the terminal building, and you could get the aircraft on the taxi there. It was really good, but I spent a lot of time on the obs deck listening to the Viscounts fire up. What else did they have? 111s were going in at the time. Fabulous airport, Jersey. I stayed at a little hotel in St. Helier. The water was a bit too cold for swimming, though. Oh, there's our flare guy. Right there. Beautiful. JAL. From one fabulous airplane to another. Battery's at 57%, guys. Yeah, but it's nice to see you guys. Yeah, BAF had the Heralds as well. I didn't see any in St. Helier or in Jersey when I was there. Not sure if they were still in PAC service, summer of '84. They might have been. No, summer of '85. I think I'm getting my years mixed up. It might have been summer of '85 that I was in Jersey. I did the Jersey and Guernsey trip. And then when I got back to London, 2 days later, I flew on the London European Viscount from Southend to Amsterdam. So I had two or three Viscount flights within about 48 hours, if you can believe that. It was possible back then in England. I hadn't been on a Viscount since 1973-74 with Air Canada, so it had been over a decade, and I missed my Viscounts. Yeah, you British guys are very lucky to have had such beautiful airplanes designed in your country. Okay, here's another Q400 landing. There it is. Battery's 55%. JAL's now arriving at the gate. Very nice. 757 ship. Welcome to our business class cabin. The flight attendant will be around shortly to get your drink order. Yeah, we appreciate that, 757 ship. Thank you for the support. And welcome to the cabin. Samir Ayar says, greetings from snowing Germany. Ugh. Hopefully it'll melt soon. And yeah, I hate snow actually, unless I have to go nowhere and I'm sitting at home sipping tea and looking at the front road, and I don't care if I have to stay home for the next 24 or 48 hours. Other than that, I don't need to see snow. Oh, here comes Flair taxiing. Oh, this is the arrival. That's the arrival we just saw. Pulling to the gate. With Q400 as well. So drinks trolley is locked. Yeah. Unless you've got, hopefully you've got the key for it though. Yeah. Phil Sellers says China Eastern A350 and Korean 787 are 10 minutes out. Well, that's good news. I mean, if we're going to get a China Eastern arrival, that's awesome. TG777 is joining us from Zurich. I hope you're nice and well at Kloten Airport. Thank you, Rob, for watching our show. Have a good shift at work. Okay, I see a Q400 setting up on the approach here, guys. And I see an Air Canada 297 from Winnipeg coming our way. And I do see the Harbin arrival. MU 7303. Oh my goodness, guys, that's awesome. It must be delayed because it's not a regular performer for our show. So yeah, good catch. MU7303 from Harbin, A350, followed by Korean Dreamliner from Seoul. So that's awesome. That's mega awesome, guys. S. Natu says greetings from the Netherlands. He's arriving, or she's arriving in Vancouver the 18th of September. Roger Higgs says, hey, Henry, it's snowing here in the Cotswolds too. Enjoyed 2 more great movies on your Jetflix channel this week. Hoping to meet you at YVR in June. Roger, I'm very much, appreciating your support of, joining Jetflix. For those of you that don't know, I have a channel here on YouTube called Jetflix TV, where I put up a lot of vintage content. But Jetflix is my aviation streaming service. Jetflix.tv, and we've got over 1,000 classic airline videos, a lot of them full feature shows, old airline promo movies, stuff you won't find anywhere, not on YouTube. And we have apps. You can download our content for offline viewing if you're going on a holiday, you want to bring some movies with you to watch, just like you can download them and you can watch our content without an internet connection. So it's Jetflix TV. And Roger signed up for a 3-year membership. Roger, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And I hope that snow gets melted in the Cotswolds soon, because you guys deserve some nice warm spring weather in England too. Now, we have as our next performer for us here on runway 08 left an arrival from Terrace. It's the Air Canada 8440. It's a Q400. We're going to bring the camera around. And by the way, we're at 50% battery. So we're not critical yet. But I can't wait for this Harbin arrival. Oh, go around. No. What was that, guys? It's all over the place. Hope the chief pilot wasn't on board. That was something, guys. I thought he was going to hit those throttles forward and initiate a go-around. That deserves a rewind and watch that over and over again. That's clickbait. That is clickbait, guys. I'm too bad I wasn't filming it, but don't think I've ever seen that before on one of our shows. Touchdown, airborne to about 10 feet, and then another touchdown. So that was definitely something special. Definitely neat, guys. Definitely neat. Wow. That was very, very cool. And it's not that windy out, so yeah, it must have been a stray crosswind that affected that landing, but it certainly was different. When I get home, I'm very much going to look forward to scrubbing to this place in the video. Where is it, by the way, guys? We've been live. It's 11:45, so we've been live for about an hour. No, about 50 minutes. So at about the 50-minute point in is where you'll be able to find that touchdown if you're going to look for it. Okay, we've got another Q400 setting up on the approach. He's actually just about... I am going to film him right now. I wonder if we're going to get another repeat performance. No. He's on terra firma. Yeah. Okay, next we've got a Winnipeg arrival, Air Canada 297. It's A320, it looks like. It'll be fun to see. So what else is new, guys? That's Harbin on the radio.
The airport is still at the beach.
Okay, yeah, that's just kind of what we're saying.
So MU is cleared to land with their A350.
Just need a quick second over here. Check.
Yeah, no.
Neat. No, we're just waiting patiently, guys. Thank you, Brody. Yeah, blindfolded landing. Okay, oh, here it is, guys. Here it is. Hang on, hang on. Pushing the camera. There it is. We got...
3 readings at the airport, and 2 of them are 1006, and then we have the 2307 potential Airbus.
Very cool. A lot of reverse thrust.
297, Tower, stay with me. I am Mike and hold short of Juliet. Mike, hold short of Juliet with your 10.
He's going to take the normal taxiway there.
And just right up into the flare and almost until
Checking the flight radar. Ooh, yeah. Harbin is next, guys. China Eastern. And I'm going to film the arrival because it's something different. So I'll let you guys know when I'm going live on set. Yeah, that's right, Will Gunning. China Eastern A350s next on deck. So this could very well be the highlight of our show. I mean, we've had nighttime arrivals of this China Eastern during the summer, but I'm going to venture a guess that this is a late arrival. I don't actually see the scheduled times on it, but if this is a new regular time for arrival on this bird, that's really good. That's really good. Setting up on approach. I'm going to move the camera around, guys, just so I can be set up. And I'm not doing it at the last minute. So this is it, guys. A350. A350. Yeah. Battery check. 45%. There it is. I'm going to film it, guys. I'm going to film. Textbook landing. Wow. He gets a gold star. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. Nothing sloppy there. That was right out of I guess the Airbus training manual for a 10 out of 10 landing. Wow. That was beautiful stuff. Oh. So now Phil says we've got the 787 from Korea on approach, and I do have visual contact with the machine. We're going to move the camera around so we can capture that. So we're having a nice heavy morning. Nice heavy morning for you guys. That's how I like my mornings, with heavy metal. Okay. Let's film it. Let's film it.
Eastern at 703. I'm showing you at West. Whiskey 15. Taxi via Mike. Juliet. Victor to West 50. And I Chinese Eastern 7303. Taxi via Mike. Westjet 11 at Vancouver town. Wind 490 at 6. Expect correction, tailwind. All has been reported in the flight. Runways right left.
Mega roar, guys. Mega. Wow. The major reverse thrust. And here's one heavy to another. Wow. Nice.
American 14 Vancouver town with 1007, number 2 following a 2 miles final, clear to land from 0. Number 2 clear to land, left American 1415 tower, what are the winds? This American 1415 Roger, you may expect a small tailwind short. Has been reported previous couple of we'll be ready for it. Denmark, Canada, 306 Heavy, 50 promotion. At Canada 30, ground, push back at your discretion. Canada 306.
Thanks, guys. I was just doing some video grabs for us. And we got another lander here, Fast and Furious. Looks like a Max. Westjet. Wow, it's good action, guys. Great action today. Really good action, if I dare say so. Harbor Tea Rooms, thank you for gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships. It's very kind of you. We very much appreciate your support, and thank you for your great and kind generosity, Harbor Tea Rooms. Thank you. So then here comes our Korean now, close quarters. Al Nippon is cleared for push. Ooh, oh, the battery's collapsing, guys. We've got a battery collapse. I've got to change battery right now. So we're going to do it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Battery change. We're back. We're back in black. That was a battery change. So we didn't miss too much other than that American Airlines landing. Good, 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 guys. "17 seconds. Thank you, Waters." It wasn't a record, but we could have done worse. Could have done worse. Guess this guy's going to the inner horseshoe. And Al Nippon is now pushing here as well, guys. It's busy. Just the way we like it. There we go. Al Nippon's coming off the gate. Next stop, Narita Airport. Oh, guys, we've got an Air Canada Flight 64 Dreamliner inbound from Inchon. Setting up on approach. Setting up on approach, guys. I'm going to move the camera around here pretty quickly because it's heavy city. Melissa brought a massive suitcase for 3 nights at the Manchester show. Yeah, I'd love to attend that Manchester aviation collectible show. I'm going to make it to one of them for sure. Oh, look at this. Beautiful stuff. Come on, focus. Stop messing us about. He is rolling mega long, guys. Mega long. Yeah, he missed the second turn off, so we're gonna let him do his thing, and we're gonna watch ANA start engines. That's exciting too. Airliners Live socks pack, good. Spectacles, wallet, watch. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. There we are, disconnecting. They are disconnected. Getting busy on the other side, on the departure side of the house too, guys. Fezza, don't forget your passport. No. That's right. Sounds like you guys are going to have a fun time. Walked away from this aircraft. Oh, there's the bow. There we are. here any second. Checking the flight radar as well. Okay, readback was correct. Though the wind is just picked up, guys. There he goes. You can hear the wind. Just picked up something fierce. Wow. Nothing on the approach right now, guys. Another lens flare. In the background. Wow, there we go. So Thompson River, thank you for the heads up on the Porter. 13 minutes out. Appreciate that. That'll be a nice arrival for us. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've got this is the sole arrival that landed just a few minutes ago, and he rolled out to the very end of the runway. So he's back here. Takeoff on the other side, guys. Westjet. Yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well. It's quite a bit going on here on the field. Airplanes coming and going. Radios are super busy. Wide bodies galore for Vancouver, I'd say. Quite a few wide bodies, actually. Yeah, really busy. Just the way we like it on our Airliners Live shows. So, wow. Lou DeHaan, member for 10 months. Premium economy. Thank you very much for your long-term support, Lou. Lou says, good evening and thanks for the great stream. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Lou. And we do appreciate all your support to the Airliners Live channel for the last 10 months. Long may it continue, and thank you, and we're glad you enjoy our content. So I'm watching on the approach. I do see some landing lights, actually, and I'll just have a quick peekaboo. It looks like a small aircraft. It's actually a A320. It's an Air Canada 107 from Toronto, but it's still bit of a ways out, so I think we'll just hold the camera on our arriving Dreamliner here for the time being. You guys can just watch the scenery, watch the world go by, just as I am doing. Air Canada ballet of jets and airliners. Okay, I hear action. I hear action. There it is. South side departure. Well, let's get this arrival. Again, the wind has picked up really quite significantly, so there we've got a non-stop wind, audio distortion hitting my mic. So I like the background with the water, the mountains of Vancouver Island. It's really nice. He's going to go right to the end as well, I think. Let's have a look. Where's he going to? Is he going to make the taxiway? He might make that taxiway. He should. Yeah, he did. He did. Very good. Very good, guys. Yeah, you're right, Karen. It's not so cold. I mean, I don't have my gloves on, or I don't have a toque on. It's about 10 degrees here in Vancouver, so a nice day, right? There's no discomfort with cold, bitter, chilly winds. So yeah, it's pretty good. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. SCA Flights from Seattle says, I'm a new subscriber. I just got stopped by the Port of Seattle police because of plane spotting near the cargo area. I was nice to them. Well, if you gave them a Snickers bar and maybe a package of gum, they would have probably realized you're a good guy and all is well. I haven't been to SeaTac Airport in decades. Decades and decades. I used to film there, well, in the 80s. So I used to take slides from the observation deck, and there was a neat, before they put in the second runway, there was a spot on the west side of the field where you could view the runway. I used to go there in the early 80s, take slides. It was great. I remember I used to like the United Airlines DC-854 cargo birds that were a daily movement at Seattle. They were nice. I got action shots of them at SeaTac. Yeah, the last of the Cargo 8s. The 54s, nice and smoky. Decent arrival, not too bad. Let's see if he's going to make the close taxiway. I think he will. Yeah, Seattle Airport back in the 80s, you could go through security to the gates and take photos. You didn't have to be a passenger. Here in Canada, that was completely verboten. But we used to go to the fingers and take slides of aircraft at SeaTac. Cascade 111s and Cascade 748s. It's fabulous. Horizon had F-28s and F-27s. Yeah, they were the good old days. SeaTac. And in the 70s, I used to fly out of SeaTac with my parents to Hawaii, Christmas time. Northwest Orient 747 Jumbos. I've had many of those flights. I remember them very well. It would often be delayed because of fog at Seattle. And our 9 o'clock departure would be sometime in the afternoon, and we'd arrive in Honolulu in the evening. But it was good fun, great memories of SeaTac. Yeah, I have a lot of affinity with SeaTac Airport growing up here in Vancouver. Been going there my entire life, really. Well, certainly up until the age of mid-20s. I remember one time we were booked on Northwest to Honolulu out of Seattle. It was a Christmas, December departure, and the flight was actually canceled because of the fog in Seattle. And Northwest Airlines put us on a flight down to San Francisco, and we flew on Pan Am 747 SP. It was my one and only 747 SP flight from San Francisco to Honolulu, and that would have been, I don't know, 77 maybe, 78, something like that. So, yeah, they were great memories. Anyhow, guys, hope you're enjoying the show. Zard said he flew on Ward Air to Hawaii in the 80s. That was a regular out of Vancouver. 747 and 707 out of Vancouver to Hawaii, actually. Ward Air retired the 707s in 78 when they started to get their DC-10s. Beautiful. Look at this. Double. Nice. Well, not quite a double bounce, but nice stuff. Lens flare, lens flare. That was decent. Very nice. Oh, I'm going to see where this guy's arriving from. He's arriving from Los Angeles. It's the American Airlines 3149. And next we've got a Porter Airlines from Toronto, flight 305. So let's bring the camera around for Porter. Always nice to see Porter in the house. Do they serve porterhouse steaks on Porter Airlines, I wonder? Maybe that's something they've got coming. Yeah, we've got atmospherics, which are making focusing a bit difficult. Got smoking wheels too. He's got some smoke happening there. Or is that dirt on the runway? It could be dirt, guys. I'm thinking it might be a pile of dirt as opposed to anything else. I think that's what it is. It's dirt, sand, etc. McDonald's Beach. Yeah, this is, somebody asked, I'm on the north runway, excuse me, oh, I'm joking. I'm on the north runway at YVR. So this is runway 08 left that we're watching the action on. Got another lander from Edmonton, Air Canada Star Alliance livery A321. It's the Air Canada 241 coming our way. EuroWings Discover is coming up as well. Thank you, Thompson River. got heat distortion, as you can see, in full force today. The atmospherics are such that it's really quite pronounced. So I'll pull back a little bit, because when I zoom in, the heat distortion does get severe. Let's get the arrival of this A321. There it is, looking nice. Side. It looks good. Yeah, maybe things have gone a little bit quiet here for a tad. Hard to say. But I'm just going to check the flight radar here, guys. Yeah, we've got from Frankfurt, it's the EuroWings Discover A330. I just see his. I got his lights and visual now. So he's next. It's the flight number 70, operating for Lufthansa, actually. EuroWings Discover. Unfortunately, it's not quite the same caliber as a Lufthansa 747-400 or a 340. But it's a wide-body movement, so we're happy to have it. Yeah, I'll bring the camera around here just in a second when it gets just a tad closer to us. Yeah, not a bad day here in Vancouver. Bit of high cirrus, but now it's mostly clear. The cirrus is to the south and to the west over Vancouver Island. So, not too bad. Okay, let's bring the camera around for our EuroWings Discover, guys. Yeah, it was, what we just saw was actually the Embraer 195 of Porter Airlines. So here's the EuroWings. There's the heat distortion. Quite a bit of heat distortion. Yeah, heat distortion is not entirely just temperature. It has to do with other atmospherics, because we've had other days where it's been warmer and there's no heat distortion. And wind kind of it makes heat distortion even worse too. Here's the A321. Air Canada Star Alliance livery aircraft. somebody was asking about an A321. Yeah, so this is, you're right. Well, this is an A321. So we did see this as well, of course, arrive. What else can I tell you guys? Not much in the way of aviation news here in Canada to report of late, really. Yeah, nothing from, you know, Air Canada, Westjet, or any of the other major carriers. We've got a lander on the other side. It's a Bizjet. Gulfstream 2000 Galaxy, it says. I can see if I can get it into frame for us. There it is. That's it. I wonder if I can get closer. Bit. Can't see the reg though, can you? Nice scheme, decent scheme. Yeah. So EuroWings is going to be here pretty soon on the left-hand side. So once it's close to us, I'll bring the camera to it. So, hello, Beverly Dobson. And here comes our EuroWings. We'll move the camera around to EuroWings. On our show about a week or two ago, he lost his steering. Temporarily, anyhow. Was it him? Yeah, I think it was. I think it was EuroWings. They couldn't steer the aircraft once it taxied off the taxiway. Nice looking bus. Looking at the approach, nothing really on our final approach at this moment. So I think we can keep our EuroWings in center frame. He's probably going to park on this side as well. I like the paint detail around the cockpit windows. It's kind of a thing now, isn't it? Air Canada does the same with the black detail just around the window frames. It's nice. Look at the lens flare there. It's because we're pointing the camera straight into the sun, so we do get that lens flare. Kevin Brownwar says, "Hi Henry, nice to catch you live once again from the UK. I'm glad you're on the show." Thank you, Kevin, for tuning in. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. We've got Slat Grill with us. Tom Jarvis says, "I flew in and out of here in June on a British Airways A380. Yeah. Oh, what have we got here? Where did this guy come from? Nice. I think we might have changed runways. I'll turn the radio on because we've got aircraft. Yeah, they've changed runways on us, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll just we'll find out here shortly. Pacific Coastal Beach 1900 didn't just appear out of a magician's hat, so we'll just keep our eyes peeled on it. Yeah, somebody, yeah, Karen says, Karen said she was watching the show and she remembered when the airplane lost the Airbus lost its steering. Yeah, no, that was KLM actually. That was KLM. It wasn't EuroWings. So we've now switched runways, guys. We've switched runways to runway 26. So we'll just have to see what comes our way. I'll watch the flight radar to see what's going on here. Yeah, we switched. We're runway 26 now, guys. We are 26. And I hear heavy metal. You guys hear it too. Engine run up, or what is that? It's a Air Canada A330 coming our way. So he's on departure. We're gonna watch him climb out, guys. Yeah, you guys heard those engines spool up just like I did. There it is. But we're backlit, unfortunately. We're badly backlit. Yeah, c'est la vie. Well, it's happened. This isn't the first time we've had a runway switch mid-show. Just have to roll with the punches. What else have we got on the field here? Not much, really. No other imminent departures, and we've got an arrival on this side here. It's from YEG. It's the Westjet 167, and I see it. So we're going to film the arrivals to the left.
Canada 063 heavy, you on frequency?
Let's have a look here. Yeah, just move the camera around for this arrival. Air Canada, no, Westjet 167 from Edmonton. There it is.
Good. Canada 063. Pulling ground, saying identify.
Different. It's him, Westjet 167. Yeah, the weather is unpredictable. Basically. Yeah, that was Mount Baker in the background. Massive volcano. I don't see anything else approaching right now. Yeah, that's right, Matt. Matt says he's only been gone 1 or 2 minutes and they've switched runways. I mean, I was gobsmacked how quick that happened. Just like boom. It's amazing. Really amazing, actually. So hopefully, maybe we'll get some nice. Yeah, I agree. It's a nice filming point. So, because we get to see the mountain in the background there for the approach. So let's hope we get a few more nice landers. that I can get some video clips on. Eyes are peeled. Look at, hey guys, look at this. They stopped that airplane out in the nosebleeds. So did they offload the passengers there? I was not really paying attention. But it's kind of strange if they did the passenger offload out there in the nosebleeds like that. Very rare, I'd say. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate your kind words. I just do my best to keep things, you know, as lively as possible, as interesting as possible, and when things go quiet, you know, try to just be with you guys in the chat here. So Dominican Rat is viewing from the Caribbean. Well, welcome to our show, Dominican Rat. Wow. We always love to have people from the Caribbean watching our show. I know we've had people from Barbados watching. Are you from the Dominican Republic? If you are, fantastic. I know your weather's a lot nicer than ours. Yeah, just checking the flight radar. Nothing on approach right here, believe it or not. It's gone quiet for the time being, so we'll just have to be patient. So 26 right, Encore, that's Dash 8, Q400 of Westjet. I see it on the flight radar, guys. It's Westjet 3130 from Prince George. So, we'll see, maybe he might land here on this side for us. We'll just keep our eyes on the field and see what's going on. Hello, Carl Crawford. I appreciate that, Sue. And Susan L says, Aero Mexico 737 on the way from Mexico City. Thank you for the heads up on that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate everybody's help, actually. It's really kind of you guys just to keep your eyes and ears open for me as well, you know, watching the flight radar. And I can't see everything, you know, at all times. Got a frog in my throat. Not a physical one, but, you know, because there are frogs around, but one has not ended up in my throat. But, yeah, maybe it's the wind. Excuse me. Yeah. Eyes are peeled. My pleasure, Carl. My pleasure. Kyle says Emirates 777 going overhead on its way to Seattle. Huh. I don't see it. I'm looking for an Emirates. I'm looking overhead, and I'm looking at my flight rate. Oof, I just kicked the tripod. Sorry, guys. And I just unleveled it. Sorry about that. Maybe, there we go. Okay, let's see if I can find an Emirates 777. Negative. I don't see it. So they're dragging this thing around. 12:30, guys. 12:36 here in Vancouver. Yeah, 12:36. Yeah, we've got some lens flare because of the sun. Well, we've got, okay, I see the Westjet landing here, guys. The Encore Q400 in from Prince George. I do see it. So I'll move the camera around now. to welcome its arrival for you guys. Beautiful. Oh yeah, isn't that nice? Nice stuff. Oh, he's going to land long, I think. Bites down nicely. He's landing mega long. Wow. It's a very long rollout. Checking the flight radar, guys. Boopkis. Boopkis. Nothing. Denada. We'll just be patient. Maybe we'll get a burst of activity if we're lucky. It's Vancouver Island in the background there. Where's he going? Okay. I guess the taxiway requires him to do that U-turn. That is Vancouver Island in the background with all the snow on it. Lots of snow, Vancouver Island. That's 3130. What we're looking at right there. I guess he's... Well... I think they're going to get ready to start this guy up. Maybe. It's very possible this guy's going to start engines now that they've refueled him. Thank you, Thompson River. Terry Edwards says I should do a show from the float plane base. You know, we talked about it. We were going to do it. We thought it was a good idea. I couldn't do it just as an experiment. It's just that it's so repetitive, the traffic, right? It's the same airline with the same aircraft. It's just non-stop Harbor Air single-engine otters. Occasionally they have a twin otter. So we should do it as an experiment just to see what the level of interest is. But just because it's you know, so repetitive, we don't know if it would be of interest. But I can think about it. Also, it's done from a public area, so there's a lot of the general public be walking around. So there'd be a lot of people stopping, and yeah, so that's a complication too. It's basically on a sidewalk where there's hundreds or thousands of people walking past, you know, in an hour, especially if the weather's nice. So we could give it a thought. And see how it goes. So I think this Korean Airlines is going to start engines here any minute, guys. Yeah, when it's warmer. So yeah, you could film it and slot it into the show when the traffic is quiet. I'm not sure that that's logistically possible to put, like, I don't, yeah, that kind of would change the flavor of the show. So I think that, you know, we just, that's a conversation for Martin and Andy. Yeah. I mean, this is actually unusual. I don't think we've had a quiet period like this for quite some time. When we're on the other side of the field, it's very busy, or a lot busier, just because we've got all the traffic that we've got from the main airport, but we also have all the south traffic, south terminal stuff, which is all the you know, the corporate iron, the, you know, the biz jets, the general aviation, helicopters, all kinds of stuff, and all the south terminal traffic. So even if it goes quiet, there's invariably something, you know, to watch. And yeah, I don't know. I'm watching flight radar here. We do have a aircraft coming in finally. It's from Mexico City, as one of you pointed out. It's the MAX, and it's setting up. That's still a ways out, but that's our next arrival. And I'll turn the camera around to it. So yeah, they are in fact starting up the Korean cargo. So, but we'll get this Mexican arrival. Sorry it's gone so dead quiet, guys. Yeah. What can I say? Yeah. It's the nature of airports. Sometimes you get awesome busy days, non-stop action. Don't know where to point the camera because there's so much going. There's 3 things happening at once. And that's the way it was last week. If you look at our show last week from the South Terminal, it was just insane. We had our Prime Minister as well. We had some nice jets. Oh, it was great. So, anyhow, let's get this Mexican arrival. Long landing too. Very long landing. So yeah, the Korean Airlines, I see the beacon is on, so he'll be taxiing shortly for his departure to Seoul. It arrived from Guadalajara not too long ago, actually. What, maybe half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, something like that. It's pretty fast. Pretty fast for them to get that thing fueled up. So here's Guadalajara going to Seoul, and it's taxiing. Perfect. Boy, it's windy. The battery's now at 29%, if anybody's interested. I am watching it like a hawk. Nothing on the approach here on my side. Yeah. That's a nice day. Just could do with a bit more traffic. Yeah. Well, it's 12:47. Just hoping for more here, guys. It's kind of a challenge to focused on something. I turned off the radio to give it a break. It's the Aero Mexico taxiing to its gate. Looks good, actually. Yeah, there's just, again, I'm watching a flight radar. We do have a Prince George to Vancouver CRJ that's going to land. I'm not sure if it's going to land on this runway, but it's flight 8342, so that's our next arrival. I don't visually see it yet. Hopefully I will see it soon. And I'd like to thank Susan L. Thank you, Susan L., for joining Premium Economy. We'll have the flight attendant that's watching your cabin come and deliver you a nice beverage as you put your feet up in your sleeper chair and enjoy the comforts of Premium Economy. Thank you so much for your support, Susan. Hello, Kevin. Nice to see you here, Kevin. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. Very much appreciate it. I'm sorry you didn't show up a little bit earlier when we had a little bit more action for you. It's gone a bit quiet here at YVR right now. We've had a runway change, but the traffic seems to have evaporated. Unfortunately. It's just gone very quiet. I'm looking for, again, I'm just scouring the flight radar, and all we've got is the this arrival from Prince George. And I do see it. I do see it. And we've got this 777 heading out now. Going to, this is the Air Canada Flight 63 heading to Seoul. 787 right there. But we've now got our CRJ arrival. So let's move the camera around to our CRJ arrival here on runway 26 right. There it is. Nice landing. Cool. Yeah, it's nice to see the aircraft landing in that direction in this spot. Yeah, so this aircraft is heading to Seoul, Korea. What else? Well, the RJ is coming in. I'm not sure what runway it's. I just see it approaching over the city of Vancouver. It's RJ 85. It's probably going to land on the south side, is my guess. So you probably won't see it. But it's visible on flight radar right now. So we can watch it, see where it makes its presence known. If we're mega lucky, it might land on this runway, but it is going to the south terminal, so I do suspect it will. If it can, it'll request runway 26 left as opposed to 26 right. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. Anyhow, I mean, we've got decent weather. We'll just wait and see what happens here over the next 10-15 minutes. Play it by ear. Thompson River Rail fan says, yeah, it's a Summit Air, so it's likely going to take 26 left. Exactly. There'd be no reason for it to come to the right runway and then have to taxi all the way over to the other side. They're just not going to do it. The airport's quiet, so they're definitely going to be able to accommodate that request. So I don't think we're going to see it, unfortunately. So yeah, it's beautiful here. We do have a fair bit of wind, and I mean, I'm comfortable. I'm not cold. Just chilling, hoping for a little bit more action for you guys, but the airport has just evacuated its airplanes, and it seems like we're not replenishing either. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lens flare there. You can see the lens flare. Oh, there it's gone. Okay, has to do with the zoom, I guess. That's just an aberration of the light, how it hits the front of the lens of the camera. So just eyes are peeled, right, for movements for you guys. The only aircraft that's really in the vicinity of the field is that RJ at this point in time. Although we do have the Korean cargo turning onto the active right now on runway 26 left, so maybe we'll see it powering off the runway. Yeah, eyes are peeled, guys. It's a gorgeous day. I mean, I'm turning around and I'm looking at the mountains here, and they're just stunning. There's caked in snow and powder. And it's too bad we weren't on runway 26 when I started the show. If we would have been on the other side, we might have had a bit more movements to report and show. So here's flare pushing back right now, heading to Puerto Vallarta as the flare 8230. Hear the Korean on the roll, guys. So let's get the camera ready. We might be able to see him rotate. So I'm just going to keep it right here for the Korean, and we can zoom in and follow him out if I can. I'm waiting. You can hear those engines screaming for vengeance. There it is. Guys, the battery's at 20%. I think I'm going to do a battery change just because it's mega quiet and we can easily do it now without too much disruption. So I'm just going to set my zoom down here. We're going to do a quick battery change just in case, so we're not in a panic situation. So give me a second. Let's do a countdown right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guys, just did a battery change. Just wanted to get that out of the way. We've got another aircraft powering up for departure. You can hear the engines. And what is it? It is the Air Canada Flight 63 to Seoul. So let's get the camera in position for that. It might rotate at about the same spot. And we'll pounce on it as soon as it presents itself. There it is. Off to Seoul, Korea. Seoul. We'll go back to the flare Puerto Vallarta Max that's pushing back right here in front of us. Right here. There it is. Should be taxiing shortly. Let's level. There we go. Yeah, just kind of waiting. It's a waiting game, guys. Yeah, the RJ's landing on the other side. You can see it kind of right there. Oh, there we go. And here's the Puerto Vallarta flare 37. Patiently. I do have one aircraft arriving on this side. I do see the landing lights now. What is it? It is a Alaska Airlines Embraer 175 from Seattle. It's the Alaska Airlines 3321. So that's coming our way. Empty gates. C'est la vie, guys. Can you hear the frogs? We've got some frogs voicing their approval. Flare should start taxiing momentarily. Heading to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And our Seattle arrival of Alaska Airlines 3321 is getting closer. So I think I'll move the camera around to that side of the field for the Horizon Alaska Airlines arrival. There it is. West. I thought it was Horizon. No, it's Sky West. Neat. So now here comes this guy, our flare. The camera's not doing well today because of the. I guess there's something to do in the air. There's something in the air. looks good on it, I think. Oh, look who's pushing back. Right on. Right on. Let's bring on the radios. China 777-300 pushing back for their departure to Zhangzhou. Starting up. We hear this noise at 3 o'clock in the morning from our home sometimes because the sound travels. And we don't live too far from here. Yeah, I love that sound. 777 engine startup. Well, guys, hope you're doing well. As I say, I'm sorry about the decrease in traffic at the end here. We've had busier times than this, for sure. So it's different every time. Sometimes we're lucky, sometimes it's just quiet. Taxing any second here. Got this United. Him. Yeah, that was him on the radio just right that second ago. zoom in as much as I'd like. Guys, nothing on approach either. Refraction in the lens is just, it is what it is. Can't get rid of it. Oh, gone. Well, guys, I kind of at a loss for words. I am checking the flight radar. We do have a Las Vegas arrival of Flair, followed by a Denver arrival of United Airlines. Back to back. I'm not sure if they're coming into this runway. Those are our next two arrivals. Maybe we'll get to see one or two of them. We'll see. Yeah. Well, I do see landing lights. I see landing lights, guys. Here's our Puerto Vallarta departure. Goes off to next stop, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. China departure. And I'm looking for landing lights again. Oh, I missed it because we were on that. Brakes. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Now we've got another lander coming in on this side, guys. So this is the United Airlines that I was telling you about. It's from Denver. It's United Airlines, what is it? It's United Airlines 1049 from Denver. Hang on, what's that? Oh, that's a Dash 8 charter bird. Central Mountain Air. Okay, so here comes the United Airlines from Denver. Landing right here. Bring the camera around. There it is. tarmac as well. Finally, we've got some action, guys. Finally. Finally. We were persistent. We waited. We got a nice bit of a reward here, guys. Have you guys heard about the sushi terrorism that was in the newspaper today, happening in Japan? Just Google it. Sushi terrorism. Apparently pranksters, Japanese pranksters in Japan, are contaminating the food on the sushi belts at the Kaitan Sushi, and it's becoming a national disgrace that these kids are doing this. It's a Japanese tradition, the Kaitan Sushi, and the hygienic reputation of the sushi is very important, and these rotten kids are contaminating the food on the sushi belt and making viral videos, and it's just it's sushi terrorism is what they've called it. And I sure hope that they get these kids under control, because it's just madness. It's insanity. I love my sushi. I love going to Japan. I love having the all-you-can-eat sushi there on the Kaitan Sushi. And I subscribe to the most severe, strict form of punishment for these troublemakers. So they've got to put their foot down heavy on these rotten kids. That's the latest news from Japan. Well, looks good. I like the JAL. The JAL 76 is a nice looking bird. Again, we've got some wind bounce on the camera. My apologies, guys. Yeah, so the sushi terrorism made it into the news in the UK too. Yeah, I guess it must be a light news day today. What would be the appropriate punishment for these kids that are contaminating things on the sushi belt? Missed. Oh, go around. Crikey, we missed it. Yeah, it was a go around. Yeah. Wow. Our go-around bird. Yeah, we had a few go-arounds, missed approaches last week on our show on the same runway, so don't know what the deal is. I wasn't expecting that. That would have been clickbait had I actually been able to film it properly, but I didn't. Yeah, that is, but I don't usually film A320s on approach, so I wouldn't have been filming it in any event. So. Did you hear that, guys? There's been a reported tailwind on short finals to runway 26. That is, wow. So now we know why he did the go-around. Now we know why. Makes sense. Safe, flight it safe. Yeah, tailwinds. Tailwinds on short final. That can be dangerous. Wow. We've got an Air Canada Max taxiing right here.
We got a couple heavy taxi here in Juliet shortly.
This guy's going to San Francisco as the Air Canada 566. Okay, we got another lander. Let's see. I'm going to move the camera around just in case we have something interesting happen here. So let's watch. See if this guy initiates a go around. I think it's pretty rare. No, made it down in one attempt. Take your pick, guys. Check the flight radar, guys. A lot of aircraft now for departure. Busy. But nothing on approach. Diddly squat on approach. Got the Air China on the roll, guys. Air China's on the roll. Let's get ready to pounce. You can hear those engines screaming for vengeance. We are ready. Air China is for Zhangzhou. Considered, guys. That was pretty cool. aircraft are heading for departure. Obviously, if we were on the other side, it would have been magic. Nothing on approach. Well, we do have a Dash 8 on approach, actually. Bit of a ways out right now. So, yeah. Well, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything on the interesting side. But everything's kind of happening on the other side right now for us, I believe. And I'm just scouring the flight radar on the approach side here. So.
Well, guys, I think this is probably a good time for us to call the show. It's gone quiet again. I don't see anything that's really coming in on this side other than a Q400. So before I left home this morning, I did check the arrivals, and between 1 and 2 o'clock, I think there's only 8 arrivals scheduled. So it is going to be quiet on this side of the airfield, the arrival side, for the next hour. So I don't think it justifies us pushing through for just 8 arrivals, and they're just the bog standard stuff. So it's not like there's anything earth-shattering as well. So it is what it is, guys. We had good weather. We had a few interesting heavy movements. The start of the show was good. And I do appreciate your hanging out with me and sticking it out to the end. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for your support. Those of you that made the donations today, that was really kind and generous of you. We had several business class upgrades, so welcome to business class, you guys. Thank you. And remember, this weekend, our Super Sunday show is not going to happen. Possibly there'll be a Saturday show instead, so stay tuned for details on that. And that's about it. Thanks again for watching the show. I'll look for your comments. If you have any comments in the video section down below, just leave them and I'll check them when I get home tonight. So thanks for watching the show. Have fun. Wishing everybody all the best. Thanks again, guys. Take care. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.